And we were just talking with Reggie. He said he's good with the fact that you guys are going to share the carry. So, how do you two kind of complement each other running style wise?
Yes, sir. So I'll really say at practice, we really just feed off each other, like our energy. We make sure our energy always there. And just saying Reggie got out there and do his thing. I mean, Reggie can go, and then just me getting out there doing what I do. He always cheering me on, so we just keep that brotherhood.
I know Coach Bielema had talked about like some Twitter video of like his old Wisconsin teams came up and there was like 3 backs who had really big games. How relieving or fulfilling was that to see like that it's been done with him as the head coach?
I would really say just keeping fresh legs in the game. Yeah. I mean, at running back and just being able to go full speed, that really does play a part in the game itself.
I know obviously your freshman year, you and Chase did it. Like, what did you learn from that in terms of like how to stay kind of in that rhythm?
Well, I really say just being able to do that. I mean, you really just condition yourself like that over the summertime, and then you got camp, so you really just condition your whole self just to get you ready for that type of moments.
Does this season feel like a fresh start for you? And why does it or why doesn't it?
Oh, yes, sir. This season does feel like a fresh start. I mean, new coach, got to prove to him every day what I can do, and then he just helped me with things like I really need help on in my game. And I'll really say just being able to just go out there and be more consistent than I was in the bowl game. So the bowl game, I really wasn't 100%, but I mean, I tried to go out there and try to do what I needed to do. But now I just feel great, ready to get back into action.
What did you learn last year through all that adversity, Josh?
I really say how to be patient. Really, throughout that whole process, I kept God, my family, and my coaches and my whole family, and my teammates up here. They really just helped me be patient. My time was gonna come. There's no need to rush anything.
You feel like you're better for that?
Oh yes, sir. I feel way better.
How long did the wait feel between games for you?
I mean, really just like getting out there not knowing when I was gonna play or not. I mean, that was kind of frustrating, but at the end of the day, Coach B and his staff, they knew what they wanted best for me.
Have you kind of learned how to listen to your body in a sense? I've heard that like you wanted to get out there as soon as possible, no matter how you felt, and now it seems like you've gotten a little bit more mature and you understand, hey, this is what's going on. This is how I can deal with it.
Well, I feel like that's everybody's mindset. I mean, you came up here to play ball, then it's like you get hurt, then it's kind of like set you back. So throughout them whole setbacks, I feel like it's time for a major comeback. I'm just ready to ball.
How do you and Reggie get along off the field?
So me and Reggie off the field, bro. Me and Reggie, we literally just crack jokes, always having a blast. Sometimes we get on the game. We get on the game probably like the afternoonish. So Reggie, he probably say he better than me at the game.
Yeah.
He's not. Reggie, he's decent, but not better than me.
How has that relationship grown just over time together?
I really say, so Reggie been my A1 day one guy ever since I came in my freshman year. Yeah. And I really look up to Reggie like as a leader, and I still do now because he's an older guy. I like how he carry himself around just in the facility and how he carry himself around outside the facility. Reggie is actually a good guy.
How did that kind of sell himself to the room? You'd never met him before. I know Reggie had a relationship with him, but you'd never met him before. How did he kind of sell you guys on?
Well, I really say day one whenever he first came in, I mean, he said he's not looking at nobody's film. You got to prove to him, like, why you were here and why you came here to play. So really just being able to just prove to him each and every day, like, we can get the job done. I mean, he's going to stay on to us about, like, the tempo and how fast he wanted every day, full speed, full speed, full speed. And then he just like a detailed type of coach, too. And he breaks down the game slowly so, like, everybody in the room can understand it.
For somebody that wanted a fresh start, did that kind of give you
yes, sir. Coach Thad is actually a great coach. At the end of the day, I feel like I learned more than I have been throughout my freshman year and sophomore than I am now with Coach Thad. I feel like Coach Thad did a great job.
Coach had mentioned, like Coach Bielema mentioned, watching your and Thad relationships really blossom. He says turned into something pretty special in a short time. Like, why? What specifically is it about him that?
So we really got that southern. I mean, that's kind of like the southern thing. So Coach Thad, I mean, he went to Tallahassee, Florida, but he also had coached at Charles Henderson. So Enterprise High School, that's where I went. Yeah. So we played Charles Henderson in high school. Gotcha. So every time he always talk about Charles Henderson, we beat them every year. So we always talk about that. And then we got a thing. So he trying to make me go every day before we get to practice. He'll call me like Capitola. And that's just like a little inside joke we got. But that just keep me going, just keep our relationship tight.
How does this offense take another step this year?
I'll really say just the players in the offense. Everybody done matured, and then we don't got to learn a whole new offense like how we had to do last year. So everybody really just matured in the offense, very detailed, get the job done.
For somebody like Caden who's going to play his first college game on Saturday, you remember that a couple years ago. What were your feelings like when you were running out there for the first time?
So I really say run out there for the first time. I mean, I was kind of nervous. But I mean, every freshman is nervous whenever you get out there. But I mean, once you get the snap, it's no better feeling than taking that first snap and just going to work.
Can you tell us about Caden as a player? I mean, we see he's a huge guy, but what can you tell
Yeah,
us?
so a funny thing that y'all should know about Caden is actually a smart guy. He's kind of shy around y'all, so I really don't know why he's shy. But we try to break him out of the habit of being shy in the room. We'll always call on Caden, talk to Caden. I mean, he's starting to like talk to us in the room now. Caden is actually a workhorse. He works every day, and just sitting behind me and Reggie, always taking notes, just like how we are. That's all we ever do. And then Coach Stat, he'll ask us to see our notes, but Caden actually take good notes.
How fast is Aiden?
Aiden is the fastest guy on the team. But I don't know. It's out of him and T-Strain. So my dog T-Strain, he's pretty fast, and I'll say Aiden up there above him though. But I don't know. I gotta see him race again. I gotta see him race.
You and Reggie got on the Dog Walker watch list. What would that mean to you?
I mean, like Coach B said, that's really just a wish list. I mean, a lot of us, we can like try to take that and try to go with it, but at the end of the day, you gotta get out there and prove to them why they put you on there.
It kind of came in at the end. We talk about Caden, but just at 6'3", 250, does he like move differently than people that size probably should?
Yes, I would say Caden actually got good like footwork every day. Coach Stat on to him about his footwork, and I mean, just watching how Caden works from the summertime to now, and then count to now the first practice week. Caden done got way, way better each and every week. You just seen him just developing.
Not to go too far back, but what do you think that moment's going to be like for you to run out on the field, just knowing what last year brought you and getting through that?
Well, I mean, last year, I didn't really have the year I wanted to have, but I mean, I'm not really worried about last year. It's in the past. I'm just ready to just go for this year and this week, 1-0 mentality.
How much did it help you last couple of years to watch Chase play? See what he did last couple of years, getting 1,000 yards. Did it help you to watch that?
I mean, a lot of people, I really didn't like pay attention like what Chase did like on the field, because I knew Chase like how he is as a person. Chase is gonna go out there each and every week and perform, because that's just Chase. But I just watched like how he took care of himself off of the field. So Chase really did like a lot of recovery. He was great at taking care of his body, and that's really like what I'm trying to do now. Because me and Chase, we was like the leaders of like rehabbing. Like we always got to tell the running backs when to go get in the cold tub and everything. And so now just me having that responsibility again, I try to make sure everybody is on top of their body.